Let's go.
All right, good morning, General Chat. Matthew De La Rue here. We're about to settle into the 5th episode of my deep dive through the Gifted Hater Patreon exclusive archive. If you're a new listener, welcome, but please, these episodes are sequential, so do yourself a favor, go back to the first episode of the Patreon exclusive archive where we begin the journey through the paywalled protected content. Last episode, our legal team advised us with a disclaimer. This episode, we have a seasoned YouTube content creator as our guest for Good Morning General Chat. We proudly welcome one of the boldest voices in the YouTube skate landscape, the Discord homie, Second Amendment celebrator, motor vehicle Mr. Fix-It, the one, the only, Sammybaked. Say hello, Sammy.
Hello. Thank you for having me. Second Amendment, I love that.
Yeah, I noticed you can protect yourself.
Oh yeah. In Utah, having a gun is basically a birthright, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen that recently, but how prevalent it is, man. Be careful what you say and where you say it when you're in Utah, right?
Right? Yeah, that's true. I gotta bleach my skin now. I gotta get 2 shades lighter.
Yeah, man. I don't know. That's interesting times, Sammy Baked. Interesting times.
We are.
Do you have anything that you want to say before I get started? Or let me do the ad read quickly, and then we'll get that out of the way. Okay. So, Good Morning General Chat is sponsored today by eCollar Technologies Incorporated. This is a group of experienced remote dog training professionals. Top dog Greg Van Curren was the co-founder and president of Innotech Inc. in the 1990s. His insight into the e-collar business has brought many innovations to the industry. Over the years, the term shock collar often carries a negative connotation. Many people mistakenly believe these tools are designed to inflict pain or punish dogs. In reality, this couldn't be further from the truth. Modern e-collars are designed to safely get your dog's attention, not to harm. I swear, no, there's nothing wrong. I'm not wearing a collar, guys. I swear. Hold on. I'm sorry. Sorry about that. I'm getting over a cold. E-collars provide clear, consistent feedback that helps dogs learn when to focus on their handler. They do not burn, cause physical harm, or leave lasting damage. At eCollar Technologies, we're committed to educating pet owners with accurate information. Our training videos and user guides help dispel common myths and show how e-collars can be a powerful tool for clear communication and better behavior. Let's innovate your dog's experience together. The good people at eCollar Technologies, Inc. are driven by a mission to provide the best product at the best price, using Americans' workers to assemble and test their products in the original Innotech building with a long-term goal of doing all manufacturing in the USA. By purchasing from eCollar, you are helping Americans get back to work. Thank you very much. Now
I'm gonna have to buy one. American made.
Yeah, they're. I believe they're made in Colorado, but I could be wrong. We'll have to. I'll double check once the check clears.
All right.
Yeah. Shout out to our sponsor today. Okay, so before we get started, I want to rate this upload. I'm going to give it a 1 out of 10.
Ouch.
Yeah. I don't know. Do you think I'm off on that?
I don't think you're off. I think you're very valid. Because when I was watching it this morning, I did not finish it.
Okay. All right. Yeah. That's not good. That's not good.
That's not. Yeah.
Well, this upload is the fifth piece of paywalled content. It's called Hot Takes Patreon. It was uploaded on September 10th, 2021. So, I mean, that's kind of why I gave it out of 1 to 10. I don't really understand why this was even paywalled. It kind of feels like originally he committed to 1 Patreon exclusive upload per week, which I think was probably too bold of a commitment. I'm more of
that's very bold.
Yeah, I'm a quality over quantity person, and this type of video just kind of feels like slop. So I'm not surprised that he's grown out of this type of upload in 2025. Does he even do hot take uploads anymore?
No, I think he just sits in his car and then posts it up to Patreon now.
The car rant was great. I like those. I hope.
I love those.
I hope there's more of those because I that was the first one I'd ever heard, and I hope there's more because he mentions like he's done them before.
Yes, okay. He does them every once in a while. I wouldn't say often, but he does them every once in a while. And I think these hot takes walked so his car rant could run.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Because there's. I don't think I laughed once in this 20-minute video. There's maybe one or two major revelations that came out of it for me, which we can get to once we start watching. So I'm giving this one a 1 out of 10. What's your rating? Well, you didn't even finish it. Come on.
I didn't even finish it, so I don't think I could go higher than a 1. Sorry, Joa.
All right. All right. Well, all right. Let's push.
What do we think of the hair? What do we think of the hair with the hat?
It's the first time we're seeing a hat. So the first time we're seeing a hat in the Patreon. I don't know what type of a hat it is. Let's push play and we can maybe see what type of hat that is.
Patrons, patronettes, welcome back to another Hot Takes video. This time, this will be the first Hot Takes patron exclusive.
So we're familiar with that restaurant chain, right? The family-friendly Hooters restaurant.
Yes.
Yeah.
Classic.
So he's wearing a Hooters hat. He is wearing a Hooters hat. This isn't the first time Hooters has entered the lore for me with Gifted Hater.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there was an SLS he was watching a couple years ago. And so I'm watching him on a time zone. So I was watching him stream something live. I forget what it was, but it was basically like the women were skating. And he wanted to tell this story about going to Hooters. And he totally stopped mid-sentence because I think, it probably didn't feel right when he was like saying it while like, some like 16-year-old, he's telling some story about Hooters while he's like watching 16-year-old girls like toss their carcasses down a handrail for his entertainment.
Well, he's talking about Hooters.
Yeah, but he did finish the story once they got to a commercial break or once they got to the men's. He did go back and tell the story. I don't remember what it was about. I just remember. So he's
a man of dignity.
And he's definitely a fan of the franchise.
He seems like he would go in there,
No, he goes in there.
I think he's got a special location that he goes to. Might even be a regular.
He's not.
He's got the merch.
It's not an ironic hat. In 2021, when the Gifted Hater chose to put on that hat for this upload, he's not wearing it ironically. He's wearing it as like a valued customer. They might even know him by name. Have you?
They have his meal memorized.
Have you ever been there?
I've never been to Hooters. No.
I wish I could say that.
I don't know if they allow that in Utah. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, that's true. Have you left Utah?
Yes, I have. But I have not hit a Hooters when I've left Utah.
Do you feel like you're missing out?
No. I've seen the undercover boss of Hooters.
Okay. Yeah, I've been. You definitely aren't missing out necessarily. I went to a Hooters once with my father, and the waitresses like knew him by name.
Oh my.
But
that's actually really funny.
It was pretty funny. It's like my dad's a bar guy. Like he definitely like 4 or 5 times a day he'll go and have like lunch at a bar or at a restaurant. Like my whole life he worked like 4 or 5 nights a week as a second job as a waiter.
Okay.
So he's definitely like a bar guy. Like after his shift, he would always like stop and probably have a drink before he'd come home. And now that he's retired, he still is keeping up his one of his 5 favorite hobbies. And so I one time went back to where I grew up, and we went out for lunch, and we went to Hooters. And I remember I was like in my early 20s at this point, and I was kind of like, am I really going to Hooters with my dad? I'm like, whatever. And then it made me laugh as soon as I walked in, where like the waitresses knew him. I'm like, yeah, but the even funny thing is, it wasn't uncommon for everywhere my dad went, like people knew him. He was like, he's a good dude.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Nice.
So yeah.
Plugged in with the community.
Yeah, he tips well. Yeah, he's a good tipper.
Oh, good. That's good. That's good. Ain't nothing
so.
worse than a bad tipper, if I'm to be honest.
It's ridiculous. Like, if you're a bad tipper, I don't know how you, like, I don't know how you sleep at night.
Yeah, dude, I've been bad tipped. I've been a buster type stuff, and I've been hit with like a $2 tip, and
Did you say
I was
anything?
seeing red.
Did you say anything?
No, because I'm a pussy. I just took it like a good little slave.
I one time tried to call someone out when I was bartending, and I wasn't bartending that night. I was waiting tables at this restaurant that I normally bartended at, and I counted the money, and in my head it was a low tip, and I don't remember the logistics of this because it's like 20 years ago. But I chased the people down like 2 blocks. It was in New York City. I chased the people down halfway down the block. And I called them out, and I was like, was there a problem with the service? And they were like, no, everything was great. Was there a problem with us? I'm like, yeah. Like, what's up with this shitty tip? This is bullshit. And they're like,
For real?
I totally called them out, and I counted, and they ended up giving me another $20. And then I went back.
Hell yeah.
And I went back, and like I was counting it out with the other server that worked the station with me. And as we're counting out, we realized that they had tipped like 15%, like, you know.
Oh shit!
So like I basically just chased them down and muscled them down for more money because I decided that they were being shitty tippers because I was bad at counting.
You just miscounted the money.
Yeah.
Dang. At least you got more though. Sheesh.
Yeah, most people
another 20.
I think most people are genuinely nice. So like, you know, when some like psychopath comes running up to you being like, dude, you owe me like at least $20 more, you're probably just going to give them the $20 then deal with it.
Don't hurt
me. So there's a tip to anyone who works in the service industry. As long as your manager or the owner of the establishment doesn't see it, feel free to press them. Yeah, press them. You know, they're already done. They're already out of the building. Go press them in the parking lot.
What are they gonna do, right? True.
Write a scathing
that.
Google Maps review.
That's what I do. Yeah. I leave hella reviews at bad places.
Ooh, that's something I want to.
I'm a review guy.
We're gonna need to talk about that if we get you on the next one. So, do you want to describe what we're looking at here? Because we're 6 minutes into the video.
6 minute in, he was talking about Aurelian's terrible style, I believe.
French phenom, contest god, Aurelian Giroux.
I do have a note that in my head. Why Aurelian, and is it Adrian, the other dude that tried to trade flip El Toro?
Okay, yeah.
Why do they have the same style? I feel the French have this similar skate style that I see in Aurelian and Adrian.
I mean, I can start throwing some guesses at it. As someone who's currently been trying to learn the French language for the last 5 years, and I'm really struggling and hitting a wall. I mean, I'll show you right here.
Oh, sheesh.
Yeah. So I'm constantly struggling. I've got class tomorrow morning. The French language is very strict.
Okay.
Super, super strict.
It is.
Super strict. Like, and as an English speaker, especially in America, like, look, if I pronounced something, you know, if I'm reading this YouTube video, because let's talk about the card. So there's it's like an old postcard that Joa has as like the wallpaper. So he's talking and he's got his little head in the corner. And that's DeCenzo popped up. But he's got a thing.
Love DeCenzo.
Yeah, and we see the Avenue Motel. Modern luxury, right? Modern luxury.
Yes.
In the heart of Chicago. So, you would never, would you ever correct me for mispronouncing modern luxury?
No, I just play it off.
Yeah, whatever, right? You know, you understand what I'm trying to say, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, with French, it's not like that. Like, if you slightly mispronounce the word, they don't fucking understand what you're saying. Like, they've been trained to say everything very specifically, very perfectly, with a specific accent, perfectly worded, with the proper grammar. And if you slightly deviate from that, you're like, I've seen grown-ups who don't know each other correcting each other's grammar in the supermarket. Like, I have friends, I watch them correct each other as they're having conversations in French. And it's, as an American, it's fucking wild. I'm just like, dude, I would Like that's like it, and I think that's where the whole like French people are rude comes from as well.
Okay.
In my opinion,
Okay.
it's like the language is super strict. It's super so if you see a connection between like French skaters all kind of having a similar skate stance, I think it kind of goes along with that like methodology that they're taught from a young age. You know.
You're taught to stink the leg tray, the leg on the tray.
Yeah, but this is how we do it. No, is
right.
You have to do it proper way.
You're absolutely right, because that takes me back. I took French in high school, and we were learning how to say "I'm hot," and I said "Je suis chaude," and my teacher said, "Never say that. Never say that." And I was like, "What?" She said, "You said I'm horny," and I was like, "What?"
You're very specific. Well, I used to always say, "Oh shit, Sammy, my man." So I always say "my man," and when I started working in Paris a little bit. I was calling everyone mon homme, my man, mon homme.
Right.
And one of the guys I was working with was like, Sloan, don't say that. I was like, what do you mean? My man? I can't call you my man? He's like, dude, it kind of means like I'm your boyfriend. I was like, oh.
Your lover.
It's like that here. He's like, yeah. I'm like, damn, I've been saying that shit to like the pizza guy. Like I've been throwing that around. Like I'm like, oh fuck. And then they told me that I'm supposed to say mon gars, which is my boy. And I'm like, well, that sounds like almost rape. Like I don't want to say that to a black dude, you know. Like so, it's it's like it's crazy, like just the linguistic stuff. But anyway, that's my take on if you think they both have the same style. Maybe it's
okay.
Part of this French school system.
French.
Yeah,
I get that. Okay.
I don't know. I've been claiming this is my cope for why I can't speak the fucking language.
French is hard. I took it for 3 years, didn't learn shit.
Très difficile. Je déteste cette language. Now we're looking at Tom Shaw. Do you remember this part?
Tom Shaw. I do. I didn't realize it was this old.
That switch pop shove it. Right? Is that switch pop shove it?
That was switch shove, right?
That was crazy.
Wow.
That was crazy. Let's see what Joe has to say.
What's he saying about that?
Let's start with this one. Not a hot take, but I hope with Last Resort, especially, we can distance ourselves from Vans, Cons, and Nike. I agree. I love Last Resort shoes. The only thing that I have to complain about with Last Resorts is the insole. I mean, listen, I'm just going to be completely frank with you guys. The insoles in Last Resorts is not good. That being said, it's not a lost cause.
That was one of the first things I ever learned because I just bought a pair of Last Resorts and I was YouTubing it. And one of his reviews of Last Resorts came up, and about how he would like take a Vans insole or something.
Okay.
Yeah, so
I can't do that. I can't do thin shoes anymore.
Well, this is another one of the few revelations that I got from this upload. He also explains that he says he could never wear the swoosh, which is oddly one of the places where like I think he resonates with me, because I haven't worn a pair of Nikes in like over 25 years. Like I've never skated an actual Nike SB.
Okay.
Like I stopped because I stopped wearing them like before they became like before they entered the skate shoe market, you know. And that was just out of like, you know, support for the core skate brands at the time. There's a lot of like anti-Nike sentiment within the skate industry, despite them, you know, giving lucrative contracts to some random ass skaters at the beginning.
True.
So
nobody's. No.
Well, they had a very unique team when they first started. They were sponsoring like Chet Childress. They were sponsoring like Danny Supa. Like the team was not these. They were not these like major. Well, they originally started. The original first guy on the team was Bam. Like before he skated for Audio.
Yeah.
And it wasn't. And they never really launched yet, even. But when they first did launch, they launched very like kind of like underground style. Like Todd Jordan was on the team. It was a bunch of people you probably never even heard of that all skated for Nike. Mm-hmm. And I mean now it's like Nyjah and like, you know, now they've fully integrated, you know. But they definitely like they worked their way into the skate industry like in a very kind of slimy way in a way.
Yeah, I would agree, because my skate like life when I was a kid was more like the 2010s. So Nike was beginning to do the SB Chronicles and stuff, where they started to be really accepted. And a lot of, in my general area, like nobody wore Nikes. And then the Janowski dropped and everybody was wearing it.
Yep, that changed it for sure. The dunks and the Janowski.
The dunks. Yeah, I felt the Janowski really, in my life, when I was skating, everybody started wearing it. That was crazy. But yeah, I always wore Americas. I loved the Romero one. And then the laced, I rocked that shoe up until like 3 or 4 years ago. And then it was just too hard to skate. But when I came back to it, I started hella buying SP Dunks because I was like, oh, this is the wave. This is the wave. And I'm not even kidding you. I spent like way too much money. I had 20 pairs. I'm still going through them. And
sick.
I know. And now researching Nike.
You got the Air Maxes, right?
I do have the Air Maxes. I have, yeah.
How are those for skating?
I bought this because I thought terrible.
Really? You don't like them?
Yeah. I like a flat shoe. I thought I would like the Air Max because it's like molded to a foot kind of, but no, I did not like that. And I like more like a laced where it's just flat, a dunk that's just flat.
Yeah.
And yeah, once I thin out my pairs of dunks, I got like 5 more pairs I got to skate. I'm probably going to switch over to a different shoe because I don't think I should be supporting Nike so heavily.
I mean, they're all the same at this point, but it's like,
it's
definitely like, I don't know, like last resorts. I don't have any problems with them for sure. Like a lot of people hate the shoe, but have you tried them yet?
I have not tried them.
Oh, dude, you got to try them now. Going from Nike, like that'd be interesting to see. Like it'll feel like you're like really switching up. It's like driving like a complete it'll be like driving a whole new car.
Okay, I've been doing a lot of switching up. I was driving 2015 Lexus, and now I'm driving a 98 Lexus, and I'm like, damn.
2016 to wow. Do you like the changes, or do you miss the semi-modern?
I miss the cooled seats and the heated steering wheel.
Yeah, it's cool.
Those
are nice touches.
It's nice. It's nice not caring about my car though now.
That's true too.
You just kind of do whatever to it. I hit bumps and I'm just like, oops.
Dude, it's the worst. Like, yeah, like having car bullshit, right? Like when like you get like one scratch on it and you're just like, fuck, like I don't want to deal with fixing that.
Yeah, I'm a heavy where I got to keep my car pristine. Like I was washing it every week, buffing it. I was out there making sure it was A1 because I love that. What's the
most you've like? What's the biggest thing you've done to your car, done to any one of your vehicles or friends' vehicles where you like stood back and like, damn, like I can't believe I just did that.
One time my friend needed a clutch and I had never done a clutch before. I was like, yeah, I could do it. I'll just YouTube it. And 2 days later, after I got it back together, I was like, wow, I can't believe I just did that. Dude, it was crazy. I had like toe straps to get the transmission back in. I was doing everything and anything. And at one point I even thought, did I bite off too much? Like, am I fucked? Am I going to give him back a car that's half put together? But no, I pulled through.
What was the most pieces you had on the ground at one point?
Too much. Like it was like 50 pieces. I had the transmission with all the bolts.
Dude, that's crazy.
I had to take out the front clips. So I was taking off the front bumper and stuff.
When was that?
That was like 6 years ago now. Yeah, that was before COVID. Right before COVID.
It's a good thing to happen.
I worked at a car dealer.
Oh, you worked at the dealer?
Yeah, I was a car salesman for a long time.
Oh, jeez, that must have been crazy.
Yeah, dude. I had some crazy months. I for like 4 months straight, I was doing 50. I was selling 50 cars a month. It was so awesome.
What's the biggest commission check you got?
I don't know, like 10,000.
Off one sale? Or for the whole month?
No, for like the whole month. Off one sale, I was just straight 300, like 300 each.
Oh, they had you like that, huh?
Yeah, it's capitalism.
Would you ever go back to doing that?
If they paid better commission, I might do it. And
Was it?
I would.
Was it?
I don't know if I'd go subprime again.
Was it used? Was it used cars or new cars?
Yeah, used car subprime. So I was dealing with people with bad credit and giving them bad deals.
Yeah.
Exploiting I was contributing.
What's the slimiest thing you ever saw somebody else do? You don't have to tell me yours, but come on, give me one.
Okay. I honestly, I tried to keep it true. I was just up front. I was like, yeah, we're charging, this car's like worth $3,000. We're charging $20,000. You want to do it or what? And,
no, tell me about the grandma who came on the lot.
Okay. I'm going to tell you a different dealer someone came from a different dealer, and their deal was insane. So they roll up in a 2006 Chevy Cobalt, just known for problem after problem. And when I looked at their deal, they were paying $600 a month. And the guy said, I'd be paying $200. And I said, 200 what? Bi-weekly, weekly? And she's like, well, I thought it was monthly. And I looked at her contract. It was 200 weekly. And I was like, oh, I was like, for a Cobalt? And this thing had like 200,000 miles. And I was like, how long is this term? They had her in there for 7 years. I was like, you're going to pay like $50,000 for this thing. And she was like, what do I do? And I was like, you file bankruptcy, I guess. But
wait, that was your professional opinion to her?
No, I didn't say
you didn't.
that.
Oh, you didn't say it.
I told her to give it back. I said, if you can, just abandon it or something. And she was like, yeah, can you help me? And I said, well, what was great about it, we didn't check credit. We were just running crazy deals. So I said, you could take it back and get a car from us. And something I liked about us, even though we were fucking people up, our terms were just 2 years. So whatever car you bought, it'd just be paid off in 2 years. And we'd report to credit. So in hindsight, like in the longevity, eventually they would just move on from us. But yeah, sometimes I would see deals like that all the time where people are paying like $1,000 a month, 7 years.
It's wild when you meet somebody who is just made that much of a financial decision in their life. They made a decision that was that important and that's going to dictate like the next 5 years. And then they asked you, a complete stranger, can you help me?
Can you help me? I didn't even think about that. You're absolutely right. They're asking me for questions, and I'm kind of a snake oil salesman too.
It's wild, man. Like there's just the type of people that just they're out there existing.
Yeah, and dude, I feel bad sometimes.
Yeah, I would hope so.
Just because it's like, oh yeah, I feel bad just that people didn't know. People would be like, it's like you really don't know what these numbers mean. Like, are you serious?
I mean, there's all kinds of shit I don't know about either. So I'm not even like passing judgment on those people. I'm just saying it's like, wow, like when you told me that story, it's like that's where my brain goes. It's like, damn, can you help me, Sammy? It's like, honey, I just met you. like, don't you have anyone else who can give you advice that you should speak to?
Yeah.
Like, wow.
I'm a predator. I'm about to take advantage of you now.
Yeah, that's wild, man. Oh my God. Damn.
Yeah,
oh,
people coming in on disability.
It's a wild world. Let's listen.
That's what radicalized me. I'm not going cap. I after working there, I was like, maybe this capitalism shit is very bad.
Yeah, I mean, I think I when you told me that that's where you worked, I was like, every person I've ever met who either sold cars or still sells cars, like has just wild ass stories.
Yeah.
And if it's not a story directly from them, they bore witness to some wild ass story. So thanks for sharing. Yeah. Thanks for sharing that with us, Sammy. All right, let's see what Joe has to say as he wraps up his hot
takes. Yap through all of that.
Hot takes Patreon. Yeah, what did we do? We saw DeCenzo. Do we really need to talk about DeCenzo again? Tom Shar. It's like,
Plan B.
Even like, he was yapping about the SLS scoring the other day, and I'm just like, dude, you've been bitching about this for 4 years. Like, it's not going to change. Like,
send him an email now.
Support that I get from you guys, and most of all, your $9.99. Love that shit. Can't wait till that hits the bank account. Okay, anyway. Thanks, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.
Aw, there we go.
$9.99.
Tax talk. Great. Cool. Well, thanks, Sammy, for doing this. And maybe we'll talk to you again in a future episode.
We should. I'm trying to get Dale on. I've been telling him. Let's.
Shout out time. Who do you want to shout out today?
Could it be anybody?
Whatever you like. Yeah. Do you want to shout out your YouTube?
Okay. Oh yeah. Shout out my YouTube, Sammybaked. YouTube. Subscribe, smash that like button. I don't know. Also, shout out my local skate shop, Time Machine. Shop there. If you don't have a shop, I love them. They're awesome.
There we go. Yeah, shout out all the local skate shops. Shout out Rose Street in California. Shout out Filter in New Mexico, which is now not Filter anymore. I forget what that one's called now. Shout out Theory Skateboards, Massachusetts. Shout out Curb in Ghent. Shout out Lockwood in Antwerp, Belgium. Yeah, shout out all the skate shops. Labor, New York City.
Hell yeah.
Cool. Thanks again, Sammy.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
Bye-bye.